Since the dawn of humanity, humans have been in a race to see who can make the tallest building. And there has obviously been a lot of innovation in this field because of this race. Let me give you an example. This used to be the tallest building in the world at one point. It's just 3 stories tall. But now we have buildings like Burj Khalifa. But that gives me an idea. What if everyone on the planet lived in the same building? I know this sounds dumb, but in this video, I'm going to provide you an in-depth explanation on how this could be a good idea and how this could be a terrible one. The first question is, how big would this structure have to be to house over 8 billion people in a self-sustaining environment? To determine the dimensions of our mega building housing 8 billion people with 2 per room, we'll need some math and a whole lot of imagination. Let's assume each room is cozy, measuring about 200 square meters. Now comes the maths. We'll multiply our average room size by the population to get the total area required. So that's 18.58 multiplied by 7.8 billion, and that gives us 144 billion. No, wait. And that gives us 144 billion 804 million square meters. Yep, our building is this big. But wait, we're not done. How tall is this monster? A common assumption is about 3 meters or 10 feet per story. 25,923,000 stories. That's right. This building would be so tall that it would shatter the stratosphere. That's crazy. But size is just the beginning. Our building needs more than just rooms. It needs an entire city inside. First, education. We need a city's worth of schools, high schools and universities. Picture this. Around 16 million schools, each accommodating 500 students. These schools would take about 9,290 square kilometers. That's about more space than the country of Liechtenstein. This country. Next, high schools. We are talking about 4 million high schools, each with 2,000 students. These would occupy approximately 37,160 square kilometers. It's like fitting the entire New York inside our building. And universities. Oh boy, we need 800,000 of them, each with 10,000 students. These would take up roughly 74,320 square kilometers. That's larger than the country of Ireland. What the heck? Now, on to grocery stores. Imagine 800,000 stores, each serving 10,000 people. These stores would occupy approximately 2,325 square kilometers. It's like having 23 Disneyland parks inside our building. Our building would also need healthcare facilities. A 1,000,000-bed hospital may seem massive, but remember, not everyone is sick at the same time. This hospital requires a staggering 2 billion square feet, roughly equal to the entire space of our building. Yeah, you heard that right. Our building needs a hospital which is almost the same size as our building. For mobility, imagine a futuristic transportation network with high-speed trains connecting the various neighborhoods within our building. You could hop on a train and within minutes, you could be on the other side of our massive city. We would have sprawling malls with the latest fashions, cinemas screening the hottest films, and even the theme parks for the young and young-hearted. The total area of these entertainment zones, imagine 10,000 square kilometers of pure fun. Of course, we need parking areas, not just for our trains, but for the personal electric vehicles that zip around. And let's not forget green spaces and parks, places for residents to relax, play, and connect with nature. These green areas alone would cover approximately 20,000 square kilometers. I'm running out of breath saying all of these numbers. I need a break. In our mega building, sustainability is a key. Rooftop gardens and solar panels would help us grow food and generate power. We would even have vertical farms and advanced recycling system to reduce our environmental impact. A lot of nerd discussions, but good for the environment. I still can't speak. Communication is crucial. We would need cutting edge technology to keep everyone connected. From lightning fast internet to advanced security systems. Automated systems would sort and recycle waste, minimizing our environmental footprint. But what about work? We would need to make an entire structure for that. Like one structure for living and the other one for work and stuff. You could say these would look like the twin towers, like this. But now is the time I answered the question you have been thinking about the whole time. What about the elevators? Well, the current fastest elevator in the world has a speed of 20.5 meters per second. But still, because of the sheer size of our building, it would take just about a month and a half to get to the top. But the next problem is traveling horizontally. But that isn't a big problem because of bullet trains. Our building is 96 kilometers long and the fastest train in the world can cover that distance in about 12 minutes. I know what you're thinking. Are there even benefits to this thing? And to that I say, yeah, a lot of them. Picture this, a world where 8 billion people call just one building home. First, think about the connections it would foster. You would have people from all walks of life living in just one building. Can you imagine the cultural exchange, the diversity, and the potential of collaboration? And let's not forget about the environmental benefits. Say goodbye to daily commutes, rush hour traffic, and the pollution that comes with it. With everyone living under just one roof, we would cut greenhouse gases by a lot. But greenhouse gases is just an example. Energy consumption and its wastage is also a big reason why this massive building would be amazing. Food from every corner of life, people from every corner of life, and culture from every corner of life would gather together in this one singular building. Now, although this idea is intriguing, it's not always sunshine and rainbows. First off, can you imagine the logistical nightmare managing basic needs of 8 billion people from food and healthcare to waste disposal in a single structure would be a colossal challenge. It could easily turn into a bureaucrated quagmire. And what about privacy? Living in a very small quarter with a lot of humans would be cozy, right? No. It would be extremely underwhelming. Because of this building, personal space might become a luxury of the past, and that's a hard pill to swallow for many.